In just a few short weeks, we're leaving on a 5,000 kilometer road trip to California from Vancouver Island. And we have nowhere to sleep in this truck, so today, let's change that. My plan here is to build a bit of a rack slash canopy that we can bolt this rooftop tent to. This is just a basic soft top fold out rooftop tent. It was cheap, we bought it off Marketplace. And yeah, that's gonna be what we're sleeping in for King of Hammers. I decided to take my side rails off. These are kind of just like protection caps that I made when I built this whole box. If I take them off, I'm going to be able to get things a bit tighter to the edge, and then it'll just look better with the headache rack, I think, anyway. And it'll have a nice flat surface to mate onto here, rather than this diamond plate. So let's get rid of these. Losing my... I think I'm gonna have to trim this edge in just a little bit as well, because it does hit this a wee bit, because we build things tight around here. Slight trimmage. How about now? Perfect. Okay, I've got all my mounting points dialed in, bolted on. Front ones are all good. Now, I'm just working on how I want to actually do the rack itself. All right, I got my uprights done. They're clamped into place, and I'm just working on the crossbar right now. I've just made the initial cut, so I'm gonna do a test fit. I highly doubt we nailed this on the first try, but maybe. Holy first tee. That's actually pretty good. I was expecting that to be a lot worse, but we did okay on that. That side lines up good. So does that one. So we're basically ready to tack that all in place. Just getting the arc captain MIG welder switched over from steel to aluminum spool gun. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be TIG welding any of this because I don't have a TIG welder right now, but spool gun should be just fine. This is honestly a temporary thing. I'm probably going to throw it out after this trip because I'm getting something different. Let's just say that. So yeah, let's see how this little guy can do on some 1/8 aluminum. All right, here's where we're at. We've got this front bar all tacked in. I added just some small gussets there in the corner to stiffen things up a little bit. Time to start working on this rear bar. Okay, here we go. Here's where we're at. We got the rear one done, front one done, tacked in anyway. But bad news, I'm out of metal. I thought I had more, honestly, but I only had 20 feet of this 1.5 inches left. It disappears quick. So yeah, that's not going to be enough because I want to add one bar from there to there, same on the other side, and then 2 crossbars to mount the tent to. So I'm gonna measure it up, see how much more I need, and then call the metal man.
Guy sleeps here.
Hello, we're back. It's the next day.
And Connor stayed here overnight.
Yeah, pretty much. I was here pretty late. I kind of stopped filming towards the end, but we'll show you guys a little update of where we're at. So the back rack is all welded up.
Looking so good.
The welds are kind of subpar, honestly.
I swear I leave and come back and you've done so much.
And I decided, I don't know if I showed this last night, but this is this is part of the plexiglass that I had as my rear window. I finally got glass in the truck.
Yay!
Straight out of Pakistan. Let's show them the box. The box is so funny. Don't foot here.
Fargill.
I think the other side's funnier.
Yeah.
See?
Where's the toilet drawer?
Yeah. They drew a toilet. And then this one, handle with car. Fargill. Don't foot here.
I love it.
Ass inside. Oh, don't show my address on there.
Oh, I don't think we can blur it out.
Yeah.
Yay, Windows.
It's gonna go like this. And then we're just gonna add in some sheet metal right here on each side. And then we picked up more metal. There it is there in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
More metal. Shout out Reese, Cutter Industries. Hooking us up on a Sunday.
Good boy.
That's a good guy. So we're gonna have 2 lateral supports going this way, and then a couple going that way that we're gonna mount the tent to. And then we're gonna start working on doing some upholstery. Save my life, I'm going down for the last time. Okay, we're getting our window all in place here. This piece is in, this piece is in. Now we're gonna put this piece in. If you're ever trying to stick anything to anything, basically, this 3M trim adhesive is insane. It'll stick anything to anything. Like, check this out. All these letters on the back, 3M trim adhesive, 3M trim adhesive. And those have been on there for like 2 years, rock solid. You just gotta make sure you have a perfectly clean, scuffed up surface. And then I like to burn off all the impurities with a torch, and yeah, don't touch it with your fingers, or else the oil from your fingers will mess it all up. So let's try and get this on. It's a bit tricky because you got one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever want. Just clamp her down real good with your mitts.
Nice.
How about that, eh? Okay, I got these sidebars all welded in. Not gonna lie, some of my worst aluminum welding, but we got it done. And like I said, we're probably gonna throw this thing out after this trip anyways, because we're changing this entire setup to something different. But yeah, this is gonna work for now. Next is I need to make some crossbars so that we can pick up on these mounts. Probably somewhere about here and here. 48 and 15/16. Nothing's perfect, so you never want to just assume that they're the exact same, even though they're close. Yeah, see, this one's more 48 and 7/8. So that's really close. We're only like a 16th off between here and here. So we'll get those cut up. Alrighty, I've got these crossbars tacked in now. I just went ahead and unbolted everything just to see how much everything moved and make sure it's still all good in that regard. When you're working with aluminum, it's not really a matter of if it's gonna move, it's how much it's gonna move and in what direction. So you kind of want to think about that as you're welding, because it's gonna pull each way. So you don't want to localize a bunch of heat in one area and totally mess it up. Okay, time to test fit the tent. Feeling strong? So it has to go like that.
Okay, let's just bring it right here. I'll get in and then I'll like lift it
Okay.
right here.
Well, what if we lift it up like this on its side, and then we try and get this or this lip like over here, and then you get up in there, and I can just hold it while it's up there. And then you go the rest of the way. Okay, we didn't film the removal of the tent, but we got it off. Now I'm gonna finish welding the crossbars in. I marked them where all of the bolts go, and we marked how far off of the tube they're gonna be so that we can mark it on the canvas and do our holes for that, so that we're not left with huge gaping holes letting in a bunch of water. And yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, we have no idea what we're doing here with the old canvas.
Can't be that hard.
No, it can't be that hard. Anyone can do it.
If
We're
you
keeping
can
it.
build a whole truck, you can figure out how to use snap. But
Yeah.
me, I don't know, questionable, but
The green is almost paint matched to the Harley olive gold.
so close.
It's not scratched enough yet, but. So the plan is to somehow fasten it to that front edge, probably with bolts going through. And then we're gonna use snap buttons on this edge right here so that we can kind of like click, 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 unsnap it and roll up the sides. Yeah, anyways, that's the plan kind of. And then same thing on the back so that it's covered. What do you think? Easy peasy?
Rock on.
Yeah, okay. Let's
See you guys in
just
2 seconds.
big canvas guy. I've seen a guy do this in a reel one time, so that's probably what I gotta do.
You saw. Not seen.
I freaking seen it
He's
already.
smart, but he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, this is coming along decently. We've fastened the canvas to the front of the canopy with some bars, and then the 3M adhesive tape underneath so that it's nice and stuck on there and sealed. And then we're going to use snap buttons along this edge, and then pull cords along here to keep it tight. Ellie's hanging out in there. Big yawn.
Cutie.
Now I think we just kind of pulled the top tight and clamped it down for now. And now we're probably going to pull this side down tight and then trim it to length. And then maybe start working on the snap buttons. I'd just like to take a quick break to thank Oxbeam for sponsoring today's video. They've sent us these 5-inch LED pod lights. These are the V Ultra series in an amber. So let's get these babies unboxed and check them out. Oh, that's nice. See that? You guys are important. Our subscribers are the lifeblood of the channel. Some documentation. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes. Oh yeah. These are the same lights that I run on my Hilux, and I've had them on there for a few years now, and I absolutely love them. But these ones are gonna go onto Tyler's 4Runner. Look at that.
Sick.
Those are nice.
Can't wait.
So we've got 4 lights that we're gonna be running on her new bumper. Oh God, can I figure out how to get these back on? This is
This
embarrassing.
is the real test.
Wait. Okay. It's on like an angle,
Yeah.
I guess.
They're just cool like that.
Yeah, okay. They're cool like that. And then it comes with the whole wiring harness. So let's check that out. One thing I do really like about Oxbeam is their nice sealed connectors. I've never had a problem with them. They've always been clean and dry every time I've taken them off. So love that. Nice controller with a sticky back so you can mount it sneaky under your dash. That's where I've got mine in the Hilux. Comes with a fuse, battery terminals, relay. Doesn't get much easier. Comes with your hardware too. Even comes with a little Allen key. The Allen key is just for adjusting the angle of your lights. So yeah, thanks again Oxbeam for sponsoring today's video. We're getting into the snap buttons now. These things are pretty cool. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 on the back side as well. Boop. And then you just snap them up and away you go. And then we're gonna have a couple bungees. This isn't cut to length, by the way, either. We just kind of did a rough cut so we can pull down on it. She said it was like cutting bangs in your hair or something, so I wouldn't know.
You pull it tight and then you let them go and they're like way up
Yeah,
here.
all right, yeah.
I don't know. You
For
basically did that. We held it tight and then you went way up here.
Oh, but I don't know what I'm doing. I only know how to make things out of metal. Like this thing.
You got this. Look at this. This is sick.
Yeah, that's cool.
Heck yeah.
We're pretty much snap button pros now.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Nailed it.
Should we demonstrate the roll up?
Yeah.
Grab some. So now we've got sides that can roll up like that. And then we're just gonna put a snap button on this side, right there, and then another there, and then we can just go click. And then you've got a nice rolled up
Pretty
side.
good. Pretty good for a little DIY project.
Yeah, just a quick one. This is supposed to be just a quick little, put a roof tent on the truck. Now I'm like, oh, we're building a canopy. Oh, it has a freaking window on the inside.
Oh, I kind of like it.
Yeah, I know, it kind of looks sick. And the green goes with the truck so well.
Looks like we should have a load of guns in the back.
Yeah, right? Yeah, anyways. And we got to do the same on this side, snap button it, and then add some grommets so that we can, I know, it's Sunday night right now, so we got to go back to work tomorrow. And then we'll be doing this after work, late into the evening. Oh well. Part of the game, baby, part of the game. She's the snap master. These things are a little bit tricky to get started, but once you get them through, it's really not too bad.
Now my height's the issue, it's not.
Yeah. Coming along. All right, time to snap button this side. I don't know if this is the proper way to do it, but this is kind of how we've been doing it. So we're doing 4 buttons on each corner. So I've just marked out a 1/2 inch down and then a 4-inch spacing in between, and then marked out the center of the tube underneath onto the canvas. And then I'm just using a center punch to punch through the canvas into the tube with it pulled tight. So that way I know where I need to drill and where I need to poke through the canvas. There we go, so I've got my marks transferred through. And then I take this pointy, pokey tool, go right through the center again, and just open it up a bit. Work it a bit, open it up. 1/8 drill. And then you take your thread in snap button insert, and I've just been using some red Loctite on it so it doesn't back out. And you just gotta push real hard and thread it in. Nice and tight. You grab the snap button itself, 2 pieces, the outer button, and then the little collar. That goes through the canvas, and then that goes on the other side, and then you use the tool to crimp it. Sometimes it's a bit of a pain to get it started through, but there we go. And then you grab the tool with the proper die. You've already got it preset to a good tension that's been working. So I'm just gonna leave it. And then clamp down, release, and then you just grab it, make sure it's tight, it doesn't spin, and then test fit. Perfect. Now we just gotta do 3 more. They're coming along pretty well on the little canvas canopy build. The next thing I need to figure out is a bungee to secure the sides, because obviously that's just gonna be flapping in the wind and be all loose. So I just have these steel grommets and some bungee cords with a ball end. And the plan is to just put one right around there so that we can suck it down in 1, 2, 3 spots. I rarely use these little cargo hooks, but we're finally gonna get to use it, and I think it's gonna look cool, nice and tactical. So I'm glad that I put them there. I've used them a few times for like strapping stuff down, but a lot of the times I'll just put a strap, like hook it around the lip of the box. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, this side's basically done. Got all my bungees in place. Snap buttons are on. Looking pretty slick. Now I just gotta do all the same thing to the other side. I've done all of the snap buttoning. Now I just need to do the bungees again. Getting there. If you guys have ever thought about kind of tackling a project like this, my biggest advice is just do it. Like, just start. That's the hardest part, is just literally starting. It's not hard. It's just, you know, you got to figure things out along the way. I've never messed with canvas ever, really. So it's not that hard. Just do it. Get after it. Well, there it is. Snap buttoned, grommeted, pretty dialed. I'm happy with that. Now I just need to poke some holes through for the roof tent. Maybe let's demonstrate the roll up sides. Oh, that's what I gotta do. I gotta figure out how to secure them when they're up. I was thinking about just adding another snap button up there so I can roll them up and then like clip them on, but I'm not fully decided on that yet. So Let's see what we can do. All right, there we have it. Quick little canvas canopy build with roll-up sides. Pretty happy with how it turned out so far. Next step, we got to put the tent on. That'll be tomorrow when I've got an extra set of hands. And then we're gonna have to start seeing how we wanna package this thing and put all our gear up in here. So yeah, it's coming along great. King of Hammers is fast approaching, and yeah, I'm nowhere near ready, but we're gonna keep grinding, get it done. Ellie says, is it done yet? Is it done yet?
It's taking too long, guys. I'm bored.
Oh, Alice.
Wish you were coming with us, Ellie.
Okay, I've got the extra set of hands here to help lift the roof tent on. What do you think of the progress we've made?
Looks so good.
While you were away. Roll up sides. Yes.
I leave for 24 hours.
Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, Alice. Yep. Access from all sides. Cleaned up in there a little bit. Now we're gonna spray some waterproofing on the canvas and then put the tent on.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ken says 12 inches, okay?
I was so close.
That's 12?
Isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Dang it.
Yes. Proofing. Waterproofing. Wait. Truck protecting. One-handed. Nice. We're going in for coat 2.
24 hours, my ass. It's about 12 inches in.
Is it? Perfect. We're doing all right. Ellie.
Can you put that phone thing on?
Good girl. Okay. I'm just the assistant.
Yeah, thanks, boss.
What am I doing?
I'm not far enough.
You're gonna fart?
No, I'm not far enough back.
Oh.
Oh.
Holes or hold. And then we're gonna put the tent on.
So excited.
Then it's gonna look like complete-ish.
Yeah, it's gonna look so good. Do you think?
The old body armor 4x4 Sky Ridge. We turned the Hilux into a squatted truck. Drain the tires so it's a little easier to get the roof tent on. Yep, we're gonna put you guys on a time lapse and then toss this thing on the roof. Hopefully, if all goes well.
So much lower.
there we have it, guys. The custom canvas canopy is complete. What do you think?
Looks sick.
It's gonna be good for the trip.
Yep.
So we're off to California for King of Hammers so soon. It's coming up. The truck's not nearly ready, but the canvas canopy is, so at least now we've got a place to stay. No hotels for us. It's gonna be a long journey on the way there in an old diesel pickup, but I'm sure this thing's gonna handle it just fine. That's the fun of it, that's right. It's gonna be a good adventure, so make sure you guys hit subscribe. Let me know what you think of this build. Drop a comment. Thoughts, comments, concerns. There's probably gonna be lots of concerns. This was a quick build. This was
No,
like...
we are not making you one.
No, we don't have time to make you one, but yeah, this was just a quick build, last minute kind of thing. But I'm thinking it's gonna do the trick for us. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys.
See ya in California.
Hell yeah.